Hello and welcome back, I'm Sean. Today we're checking out one of Earfun's biggest and most powerful party speaker, the UBoom X, and to see if they are worth your money. So let's check it out. Starting with what I like about this speaker. So this speaker here is loud and it has a lot of power to fill a room, a house, or an outdoor party. So volume is not something that you need to worry about when buying this speaker. And if you really need the power, you can also daisy chain this, not just 2, but up to 50 of this speaker in what Earfun calls party mode. And secondly, the sound quality you get with this speaker is also really good, and Earfun puts in lots of emphasis to ensure that this speaker gets great bass response and also good quality mids and highs, and I must say they definitely deliver, and we'll look into more details of the sound signature shortly. And I also love the fact that the speaker comes with a mic built in, which is convenient for using it for calls, and it's not a very far-reaching microphone, meaning you need to be speaking very closely to your microphone, but it's miles better than speakers that lack a microphone. And I also like the battery life you get with this speaker, so 30 hours of playtime if you run it with 50% volume, and if you play at lower volumes it's gonna last even longer. And with that 8400 mAh battery, Earfun says that this speaker will charge up in about 4 hours. So you do get a good IP67 dust and water resistant rating as well, and it's quite a good rating, meaning it should still survive if you accidentally kick it into the pool during a pool party. And finally, you also get app support with this speaker. To the areas that I think this speaker could be better, first of all is the technology. It's not a deal breaker, but this speaker only comes with Bluetooth 5.3 with AAC and SBC codec. Although pretty good, I would love to see a game-changing speaker that comes with Bluetooth 5.4 with LDAC support, especially with audio potential with a speaker like the UBoom X. Secondly, this speaker also doesn't support any multi-point capabilities, and it would be nice if it comes with the feature at this price point. And the design is also something I wish that Earfun could update a little bit to make it look a little bit more modern and high-tech, because this current design does look kind of boring already. And finally, what is up with that startup tone? It sounds like the 2000s. I know companies are capable to put in something that sounds better, even something cooler, modern voice prompts, but what we have with the UBoom X here, not the coolest. So this speaker with all its features and power comes in at a price of $128 or about 749 Malaysian ringgit, which if you compare it to the Soundcore Boom 2 Plus, this is still a much cheaper model. And if you find value in what you hear and like what you see, I hope you could support the channel by considering to like this video and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so the YouTube algorithm can pick this up. And if you want to buy this speaker, do check out my links below. So let's talk about the sound signature you get with this speaker. So for a party speaker, I say this is a fantastic sounding, very powerful party speaker, and I'm sure you're gonna love the sound signature when you experience it. When it comes to party speakers, bass is what we're usually considering, and it needs to be strong and powerful and give enough oomph for using it in wide open spaces. So bass wise, you're not going to be disappointed with the UBoom X. It's got enough grunt and drive the bass even in low volumes, which is something really hard to do, and it's strong enough to rumble at loud volumes as well. So from a sub bass perspective, it generates 3 out of 4 of the deepest sub bass in Daft Punk's Doing It Right. Only the third bass note, which is usually the deepest one, doesn't get generated well. So the rest is deep and powerful. Mid bass also sounds great with this speaker. It gives you a satisfying and solid bass response overall that gives music a very good dynamic thump. Mids on this speaker sounds really good as well, and is better than most of the other speakers in its class, where Earfun still emphasizes a lot in good sounding mids without it getting muffled or distorted. And in its default EQ, the speaker does feel a tad bit warmer than usual since its main objective is to focus on the lower ends, but if you need a boost in clarity or vocals, you can easily do that with the provided 30 EQ presets that Earfun gives. So highs is also decent, but in my opinion not the brightest type of highs. You do get very distinct high notes, they are generated clearly and not jumbled up. However, in its default EQ, you won't be getting the brightest highs. Fortunately, again, once you adjust it to your liking in the EQ, this speaker definitely will deliver. Also, on that note of sound signature, usually these party speakers are not used for audio monitoring, and its main focus is power and loudness to cover a wide space. Hence, most companies won't invest too much in making it sound too good. But fortunately, with the UBoom X, Earfun did not cut corners because this speaker still sounds really good.
One mistake is all that it takes to break up the trust that we made. I'm open to changing my ways this time. Oh, why do I fall for it every time? I do anything to keep you nice. this time. So just call my name. Tell me you're never leaving, won't you stay?
So this is a test to see if the Earfun UBoom X is a good speaker for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is a call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from this speaker. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So with this model here, Earfun designed a simple, not really fancy looking speaker that gets the job done, but I really wish that it has a little bit more modern design. So what we have here is a pretty basic, simple boombox style design. Perhaps in the future they could make one that looks fancier, something like from Soundcore or Sony, with more crazy RGBs everywhere. But with that said, the UBoom X comes with great build quality. The materials that is used here is also high quality and robust. The entire speaker weighs in at 4.1 kilos or about 9.15 pounds. It's quite heavy if you don't lift it properly or you lift it sideways, but if you put on the included strap and shoulder carry it, it's actually not that heavy. So at the top here, you're gonna get a thick and sturdy handle with the Earfun branding etched into the plastic at the top, with two metal loops at the side here, which are really sturdy. So this is where you're gonna place the metal hooks from the strap that are provided with the speaker. So all you gotta do is just open it and clip it. So speaking of the strap, Earfun also gives you a really good strap here, very high quality strap. These are all metal hardwares here, and you can see the stitching and the leather texture of the Earfun branding there. Overall, this is a really high quality and nice strap. Below here, you're going to get 7 buttons for you to control your speaker, and at the front here, you're also going to get a plastic grill with the Earfun badge at the front, and inside you're going to see 2 dynamic drivers. That is the one that's lighting up, but driver wise you're going to get that 2, which is 30 watts dynamic driver, as well as 2 10-watt tweeters at the side and 2 massive passive radiators at the side here. So this is one, and there's another one right over here. So with this, you're going to get a total of 80 watts of power with this speaker alone. So below the speakers are also 4 rubber feet that will help with the speaker staying in place when it's rumbling, and behind the speaker is also a water resistant rubber flap, and inside you're going to get a 3.5mm auxiliary port, a Type-C input to charge the speaker up, and as well as a Type-C output so you can use the speaker as a power bank to charge up your phone, since it comes with an 8400 mAh battery capacity. So volume wise, I think this speaker definitely provides you with sufficient amount of power for your party needs. I get to a comfortable listening volume at only 25% volume, and moving upwards of 50% is enough to cover an entire floor of my condo with no problem at all. And even just at 60%, I really risk someone calling the cops on me, as it really got too loud very quickly. And as I shared earlier, if volume from one UBoom X is insufficient, you can also daisy chain this to another speaker into stereo setup. Separately, there is also a party mode where you can connect up to 50 units of the same speaker. So the Earfun app is easy to use and well laid out, and at the homepage here, you're gonna get to look at your new speaker and also the battery percentage of the speaker, very useful. Below that, you get simple media controls, nothing too fancy, and here you get to select video mode, and this is actually the low latency mode for this model of Earfun speaker, and puts the speaker into about 150 milliseconds of latency. And below that is also the famous Earfun equalizer, and it comes with 30 presets that you can easily swipe through and change, and you also get a 10-band manual EQ to play around with. And with this speaker, you also get a special Olaf signature tuning, which includes 7 additional EQs for you to choose from. Below that, you also get to choose the lighting effects. Mainly there are 2 presets, rhythm, which follows the beat of the music, and also always on. And below that, you also get to choose the different colors that you want. Below that, you also get some other settings as well as to update the firmware of the speaker. So that's pretty much all the features you get with the Earfun app. So latency using the video mode is good with watching movies and videos. So you do get about 150 milliseconds of latency when the mode is enabled, but in my opinion, you still get a noticeable amount of delay when playing in this mode, especially when gaming like PUBG. It's still playable but with some delay. Anyway, let's take a look at the latency performance of this speaker. So all in all, a great speaker at this price point that meets all your needs for a party speaker. And the party mode features that allows you to connect up to 50 of the same speaker is not new, but definitely a great feature to have in a party speaker. So what do you think? Is this speaker worth the asking price? Do let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in checking out the latest party speaker from Soundcore, the Soundcore Boom 2 Plus is right over here. It's definitely something you need to check out. And I'll see you over at that video.